Two Dawgs Sports Show, we back, baby. Drone and Yo, you ready to go? Then let's start the show. Two Dawgs are back with a brand new season. Yeah, you know the reason. Sports talk, flavor, got that extra seasoning. Drone and Yo, stay on the go. Looking for scores and stats, then this is show. Two Dawgs, they got the breakdown. Yeah, we throw down in T-Town. Look no further, Dan. You have just found the number one sports talk show. Savage picks from Yo, big dog picks from Drone. Wanna welcome y'all back home. Gonna forget the latest news. Yeah, them dudes. Let's be them boys. Please say the noise. We giveaways, highlights for the game today. Let's start the show. Come on, I lead the way.
What up? It's the Two Dawgs Sports Talk Show coming at you this Tuesday afternoon here in Tulsa, Oklahoma, where it is 100 and some degrees in the heat index out here. It is hot than a crumb in a microwave outside. It don't even make no sense. I don't even think a crumb is this hot outside. But hey, it's getting even hotter because it is football season and it is getting crazy. I told my wife the other day, I said, hey, babe, hey, guess what?
What?
This is the last week where there's no football until February. She gave me the ugliest, dirtiest look that you can ever see. But I didn't care because it's the last week that we ain't going to have no more football till the end of February. What's up, Yo? How's it going, man?
My wife said she wants to come on the show and do a tutorial of what you do when your husband's watching football. And I told her no.
Yeah, bring on. Come on. Go. Because we got to give our honeydew list because, you know, the honeydew is getting ready to come out in about another week.
Yeah.
On what this? So tell her, come on.
Okay.
Tell her, come on. Go on. We don't mind. We equal opportunity. We go. Now tell her. We get to come back. We get to. We're gonna be nice.
Yeah.
We're gonna be nice and sweet, but we get to have a comeback. Can I bring my wife on too?
Yeah, I think we need to have a wife show. We ain't never had one.
I don't know if I want my wife on here. Cause I might not be able to come home. I might not be able to come home afterwards.
We ain't never had that, a wife show. Yeah, we ain't never had that.
Yeah, I might not be able to come home afterwards, man. I might not be able to come home. Because she gave me the most dirtiest look when I said, because we was in there eating. I said, babe, guess what? She said, what? I said, this the last week without football. She gave me the dirtiest look, man. Hey, man.
She was like, I'm not ready for this.
Yeah, the look, if that look
could kill. Oh yeah, you were MIA.
Yeah, if that look was heat vision,
you be burnt.
I'd be burnt up, dog. How's it been going, man? How was your weekend, man?
Well, I had surgery, so I've been recuperating from surgery. So appreciate all the text messages, bro. It really helps. You know, just trying to take it easy. Not trying to do too much. And then my wife is on me with the magnifying glass every day.
Yeah.
How you feeling? Have you lifted anything? Nothing over 20 pounds. Don't you lift a dish?
Yeah, and then sometimes it take that partner the text to give you a kick in the rear end, because you know.
So, but I was only on the high-powered painkillers for like 3 days, and I had to let them go. So now I'm just on Tylenol. So yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, you're looking good. You're walking around, you're smiling, you're grinning, you're leaning forward. How's the eating going?
Oh, I ain't really had no issues with the eating. But I haven't been getting near as sick. You know, like some things would make me sick. I ain't had that, but I ain't really tried to do nothing.
Yeah, don't
outside the ordinary.
Don't do it, dog. Leave the grease alone, cause.
Well, no, I had a burger. If it's Who had I have a burger from? We went to Ron's. I had a Ron's burger. I ate half one night. See, and everything I've been having to eat, I haven't to eat in half.
Okay, so you've been cutting you've been cutting it back.
Well, half.
That's what I'm cutting it back.
So I ate half a burger tonight, and I eat the rest for lunch tomorrow.
Yeah, so you've been cutting it back.
Yeah, and a lot of Jello.
So now see now you're doing too. You're cutting back, and now you can start seeing your weight start decreasing because you're cutting the back.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, my shorts might not fit right in a minute. You know, you want them baggy, but I hate when you get your jeans, if you don't have no belt on, they just fall off. I hate that, bro.
Yeah, I know that feeling, man. You start you want to lose weight, but then when you start losing weight, you start complaining because you're losing weight because you got to get new clothes.
Yeah.
And, you know, but it's a good thing, man. We can do it together, dog. Because I gotta lose 60 more. I'm trying to lose 60 more pounds before Christmas. So I got to get back on the move, man. I got to get back on the move, dog.
Yeah. So but bro, the painkillers they give you for this surgery is like no other. Like, bro, they had me put on this mask and they gave me some in my IV. She said, yeah, you're going to hear your ears pop. She said, breathe in. And I breathed in a couple of times. Bro, I don't remember nothing else until I woke up in recovery. Like, what happened to me? Man. Then my wife came in and said, you okay? I said, Robert, I don't remember nothing. I said, usually, well, you know, I had a couple of things for dialysis where they go in and stretch your arm. Most of the time, I'll be awake for that. And most of them I can feel when they blow up the balloon in your arm. So I'm used to some sort of pain. But whatever they gave me this time, man, I don't remember nothing. You talking about?
Hey, do you remember when I called you after the surgery?
No.
Y'all remember? Because I called you after the surgery. You was in the car, and we was talking.
Oh yeah. On the way home.
Yeah, on the way home. You remember that? And you was talking, I'm gonna come in. I got stats, and you remember that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I still got those stats right here on my phone. I'm waiting for old Bryce to come back.
Oh yeah.
I got something for y'all because y'all messed with the wrong one. Y'all said that Josh Allen was better than Lamar Jackson.
That ain't what we said.
I got stats to back up what I said.
That ain't what we said. We didn't say he was better. We just said that we'll rather have him.
And I got proof.
Than Lamar.
I got proof for it. The only thing that I just realized something. The only thing about Lamar Jackson that everyone has against him is that what he does in regular season doesn't transition into postseason. That's his only critique anybody can say about him. But as far as stats, bro. But that's for another day, another time. I'm waiting for old Bryce to come back to bust his old bubble. You and Bryce the bubble. I got.
Yeah, Byron would have been in here today, but his daughter had a tournament today.
Okay.
And she did an excellent job, and just like her parents supposed to, he wanted to go out and celebrate her.
Okay.
Because she did a good job today. So otherwise,
we've been there.
He'll been there. So, but hey, we got a hot show for you today. Before we get started, I want to say tomorrow is my grandson, my internet sensation grandson, Joseph Watts. He's an internet sensation right now. He's everywhere on TikTok, all over the place, on TikTok. Matter of fact, he even my son texted me, said, Dad, ESPN texted us yesterday. They wanted to show him on ESPN. He's everywhere on TikTok now.
Okay.
I'm talking about all over the place. And so tomorrow's his birthday, so I want to give him a shout out.
How old is he?
He'll be 5, I think.
Okay, so he's same 5. Age as Fat.
Yeah, I think he'll be 5. He'll be 5. Yeah, either 5 or 6. I think he'll be 5.
Okay.
So want to say happy birthday. You know, 'cause he's on TikTok playing basketball and he's clowning on the basketball court, acting like he a robot in slow motion and hands up and all kinds of stuff. And he done went viral, man. I'm talking about got over 10 million, 11,
Views?
14, 15, 16 million views.
Okay.
He was even on even Jeff Teague on his podcast, showed it on his podcast.
Okay.
So he's everywhere.
Hey,
So
bro,
just happy
I was
birthday.
watching NBA Today. They said top 5 handles of all time. This is Big Perk's list. He had Kyrie at number 1. Number 2 was Isaiah Thomas. Isaiah Thomas. 3 was Jamal Crawford. 4 was Steph Curry. 5 was Rod Strickland. Do you agree with that list?
Yeah, I got Isaiah probably 1. I got Isaiah 1, 2 with him and Kyrie.
Okay.
Steph is up there, but I think
To me, he's like number 7. I put
I-
Allen Iverson at number 5, and I would move everybody else up. Because I don't think Steph, he has nice handles, but I don't think he got nicer handles than Allen Iverson.
I don't know if AI had the handle. AI had that nice little crossover move, but I don't know if he had handles. He had that nice little crossover, just like
Well, Jamal Crawford, that's all he got.
just like well, I can't think of his name, from Chicago.
Derrick Rose.
Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose didn't really have handles, but he had nice little quick step, nice little crossover.
And elevation.
Yeah. And so handles wise, I think Steph got better handles.
Okay.
But I think a lot of the old cats get left out because back then you didn't really see a lot of the handles because you look at Curly Neal from the Harlem Globetrotters.
Well, a lot of that was not allowed. You know, most
Right.
back in the days, if you did anything like that, they pull you out the game.
Yeah.
It's about you doing.
So imagine Curly Neal from the Harlem Globetrotters.
Yeah.
His handles.
Yeah. But I think he's before his time though, bro. He was doing stuff way before anybody else was doing it.
So those are handles that's underrated, that don't get considered because he wasn't in the NBA.
True.
You know, Tiny Archibald.
You think Tiny had handles like that?
You know, but
Tell her who your top 5 handles.
But these are handles that you really don't see.
This who? You ain't got an opinion? This who?
You know,
Yeah.
Rod Strickland has some nice handles though.
Well, they got him at number 5.
Yeah, Strick has some nice handles.
Yeah. Just give me 5.
Kyrie.
Okay.
I like D Rose. Who else had good handles? I say Kobe had good handles.
Well, if you put Kobe in there, you got to put MJ.
Yeah, but it depends. It's a different time because he wasn't really doing a lot of crossover.
But Kobe didn't have handles.
They said Kobe had footwork.
Kobe had some moves, but Kobe didn't have handles. When you look at handles,
when I say ball handle, I'm talking about making space in between to get the ball off.
Well, you get if you say it like that, then you got to put MJ at the top of that.
That's a different criteria, though.
Yeah.
That's a different thing.
Then you got to put MJ at the top of that.
I ain't saying that MJ is not a ball handler. I mean, I'll put him in the list, but I mean, wouldn't you also have to put Magic in there too? Would you say Magic was a ball handler as well?
But he didn't have major handles. He was 6'9".
But when they talking about handles, they talking about person that can take the ball, go between their legs, go behind their back, it can make you look bad.
Yeah, make you fall down because he didn't hit you with a move. and you done been off balance.
Jamal Crawford.
He's in there. They got him at number 3.
Okay. I don't really. It's not really a lot of. Did you say Stephon Marbury? Would you count him as a ball handler?
Yeah. See, he's like number 9, but he was cold. He had handles.
Well, that's my 5 right there.
Okay. Because I think Rayford Austin should have been off in there. Skip to Malu. He had major handles.
That's what I'm saying. So it all depends on what you're looking for, and all depends on what you want to consider handles.
True.
And like I said, Tiller say he consider handle someone that can
Create
space. So it all depends on what you're looking for
your criteria.
as your criteria what handles is.
Okay.
So it can be many different things when it comes
because they had
to handles.
Because I saw Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce was doing footwork. They put Jordan, Kobe, Larry Bird, no, Akeem Olajuwon, Larry Bird, Shaq with footwork.
See, but if you're gonna go footwork, you can't leave the big fundamental out of that.
Oh, Tim Duncan.
You can't leave Tim Duncan out of there. That's what made Tim Duncan so great, is because of his footwork.
Well, they were just saying, they said Tim Duncan was one of the hard. Kevin Garnett said he was one of the hardest to guard.
Yeah.
He said there's only a couple of cats that gave him troubles. He said Tim Duncan was one of them because he didn't talk no noise and everything he did was basic, but you couldn't stop it.
Yeah, because it's footwork. He was fun. That's why they call him the big fun, because he was fundamentally sound.
Okay, but I was like, so he was that hard where it was only a couple of people that gave you problems, and he was one of them.
But think about that: when you're fundamentally sound, and you got a skill level, that is very difficult to deal with.
Yeah,
I got fundamentals, but I'm fundamentally sound. What I do, I don't make mistakes. But also I have high skill level on top of that.
Yeah. Well, that you can say that about all NBA players. They wouldn't be in the NBA unless they had a combination of skill and fundamentals.
But you got some that have skill, but they're not fundamentally sound.
True, but most of the great scorers, that triple threat, most of them got that down pat.
See, but that's what you hear. That's what made Kobe so tough. That's what made Jordan even tougher later on down in the years, because he gotten more fundamentally sound to his game.
Yeah.
That's what made LeBron. That's what made him, even though he didn't have that killer instinct like people want him to have, but his fundamentals. That's why they said it when he started developing that post-up game.
Yeah.
It took him to a whole nother level.
Well, because I just see that's one thing that's been taken out of basketball, where you had a ball with your back towards the basket. That skill has become null and void. We saw it a lot because we saw 70 and 80s ball. Everybody wanted a big man who could post up. You throw the ball off in him, let him go to work. You really don't see that too much more. Most now, all fives are stretch fives, or they're not dominant centers that are shot blockers, rebounding, and scoring the paint.
I guarantee you, this year, you're going to find Ant-Man playing more with his back to the goal.
Posting up?
Yep. If he developed a post-up game with his back to the basket,
and he can get a shot off,
it's going to take him to a whole nother level. Fundamentals makes so big a difference, especially when you got a skill level.
Yeah, because if he get that, he'll go to the line 12 to 20 times a game. Because somebody gonna foul him. If you get him down in the post and he get to doing that shake move and then he elevate and fade away, you can't help but foul him on the arm when you do that.
Yeah. Hey, we're gonna be right back here on the $2 Sports Talk Show. And when we get back, we're gonna talk a little bit NIL. We're gonna talk some NIL and some college ball when we get back, and then we gotta talk AFC West, NFC West, because it's football season, and y'all know what we do here on the $2 Sports Talk Show. We'll be right back.
Mercy, know it so well. Could've wrote this from a cold cell. Now I'm praying on the floor of my hotel. Riding on the devil, taking no L's. They said don't do it cause it won't sell. Now look, we ain't taking no L's. God say gold and it won't fail. Now look, we ain't taking no L's. What did you think? I run dry when my supply is the king. I run high, deny and sign with the beast. I wouldn't ride or die for what I believe. Please, you might could try me and see what you think I'd like for 500 G's. When I could get by and still I provide for my seed. Never having to feed George when mine wouldn't eat. Real one, play it for a hater. All day, rub it in their face like makeup. Hit the block with the rock like a layup. Ever since no hate dropped the stock, been well. I never gotta sell out. Trust God, you ain't gotta go the hell route. Everybody with the bag and you just might get it. But it's God over money and you just might miss it. Let's go. Mercy, know it so well. Could've wrote this from a cold cell. Now I'm praying on the floor of my hotel. Riding on the devil, taking no L's. They said don't do it cause it won't sell. Now look, we ain't taking no L's. God say gold and it won't fail. Now look, we ain't taking no L's.
GOM and we glow timing. Going way up like gas prices under Joe Biden. I got God in my soul climbing. If the devil gon' run up on me, I'ma clothesline him. Clutch moments and I don't choke. I ain't taking no L's like I don't smoke. Whoa, doing bangers for the lost souls. I keep going like the future city fitness, but he won't close. Total mind taking no L's. Holy Spirit knocking repeatedly, ringing bells. I was running from him, I wasn't afraid of hell. Now be laying hands on the managers at hotels. The Holy Spirit just fails. Shit, this wrong word, that's a knee slapper. Allow me again, you a recapper. Stick to the vine, I'm a tree sapper. Stay on my lane like a ski hazard.
Mercy, know it so well. Could've wrote this from a cold cell. Now I'm praying on the floor of my hotel. Riding on the devil, taking no L's. They said don't do it cause it won't sell. Now look, we ain't taking no L's. God say gold and it won't fail. Now look, we ain't taking no L's.
God over money, God over money, God over money, God over money, no God over cash, God over cash, God over money, God over money, no it ain't hard, all you gotta do is trust God. It ain't hard, all you gotta do is trust God. It ain't hard, all you gotta do is trust God. It ain't hard, all you gotta do is trust God. Another level, we gon' ride on the devil. What? Another level, we gon' ride on the devil now. Another level, we gon' ride on the devil. Let's go. Another level, we gon' ride on the devil. Oh, we go to work. We go to work, we go to work, we go to work now, we go to work, we go to work, we go to work, God over money now.
Hi, my name is Jeremiah Wise, the Community Development Director for Supporters of Families with Sickle Cell Disease.
And my name is Lindsay Corbett, Community Health Worker Director of Supporters of Families with Sickle Cell Disease in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Like you, we are weary of this pandemic. Unfortunately, people of color are disproportionately affected by this virus. The COVID-19 vaccine has been shown effective, not in keeping us from getting the virus, but from hospitalizations and death.
So let me ask you, will you roll up your sleeve and get the vaccine? It's the best shot we've got at fighting this virus. Do it for your life, your family, and your community. To find out more information about the COVID-19 and how it's impacting Oklahomans like you and me, and to find out vaccination sites, go to vaxok.org. That is vax, VAX,
How to order chicken wings. Number 1, find a good wing spot.
I know a wing spot, Max Wings.
Number 2, decide if you want a combo or if you want to order a la carte.
Huh? What's that?
Well, combos come with chicken, veggie sticks, fries, and a drink for a discounted price. A la carte means that you order each item separately.
Okay.
3, decide if you want bone-in, boneless, or cauliflower wings, and then determine the delicious flavor you want on your wings.
I didn't even know cauliflower had wings.
You learn something new every day. Have you been to Max Wings?
Yep.
Max Wings is located at 782 East Pine Street in Tulsa. We're open Monday through Thursday from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. and on Friday and Saturday from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Come to Max Wings, home of the dry rub fries.
What? Hey, Trey, you know this one gonna be crazy. That girl, yeah, ain't no limits. Know the grain, so the vine, we on business. Told the line, blow your mind, we on Guinness. Did the crime, not the time, like a witness. New beginnings, ain't no limits. Know the grind, so the vine, we on business. Told the line, blow your mind, we on Guinness. Did the crime, not the time, like a witness. No beginnings, we got favor all around. Now you see the team, swore it up. When they get to cutting, they gon' flee the scene. Had to thank the Lord for the suffering, then he intervened. I done been down bad, sketching for any means. I done been out bad, sketching with the outcast. Trying to smell the roses when it's bombs over Baghdad. Jesus told me back then, this ain't about no ass cat. I was just a juvie when he stood me how to bounce back. I was thinking rubies, then he used me, still finessing with a toolie. Got depression, was my best friend, popping necks and feeling woozy. Got some rest and I go through it. I'm in mess, I think I blew it. Then you blessed me through the ruins. We was seeing cells, seeing hell, trying to
Welcome back to the $2 Sports Talk Show here on KBOB 89.9 FM. All right, y'all. Coming up on August 16th. It's the Spreading Hope Back to School Bash. Y'all know it's one of the biggest back to school bashes in North Tulsa. It is always lit. It is always hype. We got all the characters. We have Bluey that's going to be out there. We got Spider-Man that's going to be out there. We have Paw Patrol that's going to be out there. And it's going to, we block off the streets and it's going to be jam packed. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be at Biz Roberts Park and Langston University at 914 North Greenwood Avenue. And it's going to be August 16th from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Registration will open up at 9:30 a.m. You must be registered to receive a backpack. They're going to have free classes. You don't want to miss this class at 11:30 a.m. They're going to have a youth resource and empowerment class. At this youth resource and empowerment class, it's going to let you know what is going on, what kind of organizations out there for your youth, for your student, and they're going to be set up out there. We have over 40 plus community agencies at this bash that you can get information for your young person, for your child, for the home, for the family, where you can get information and that this youth empowerment resource and empowerment. Then at 1 p.m., Oklahoma Parent Center, they're going to be out there where they're going to be doing a class where you can get an understanding about IEPs and 504s. Anything that you need to know. If you have questions, if you have a child that has a disability or that's on an IEP or a 504 and you have questions, Oklahoma Parent Center is going to be giving a class that you can get your questions answered. So you don't want to miss this. Then at 1:30, disability law, they will be doing a class where if you don't know your disability rights, come to this class. They're gonna be having a class for disability law. They're gonna be doing a class at 1:30, so you will know your disability rights for your child, for your students. You don't want to miss this. Free food, free backpacks. It's going to go down on August 16th from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Registration starts at 9:30 a.m. and you must be registered to get a backpack and free food. We have so many partners. We have Edgerake Youth Family and Fun Center as a partner, Langston, the Juice Radio Show, 100 Black Men of Tulsa, First Oklahoma Bank, Habitation Church, American Bank. We have the B. We have OSU Tulsa, Pepsi, Pfizer, Westview Clinic, Vertex, River Spirit, the Shift. We have Tulsa Public Schools. We have Oklahoma Parent Center. We have Blue Cross and Blue Shield. This is just some of the partners that we have for this event that's going to be out there just for you. You do not want to miss this event. And we have a big kid zone just for your student. Two Dogs will be out there. The KBOB family will be out there. You don't want to miss this event. This is the Spreading Hope Back to School Bash. It's focused on children with disabilities, but all are welcome. So come out August 16th from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Registration's open at 9:30 a.m. We have Ramal Brown, the Hometown Heat. He's going to be playing the music. He's going to be hosting 40 plus community agencies out there just for you. Don't miss it. All right, let's talk some sports, man.
All right.
College football is going on. OU right now, this is the first time OU has been pretty much too deep on the defensive line in a long, long time. OU right now is claimed to have the number one rated defensive line in the SEC. That's big. They got Gentry Williams supposed to be back. Well, you know, he's been hurt. They have Daniels from that's transferred in from OSU. They have returners. They have new offensive coordinator. They have I forgot his name. I can't pronounce it. The quarterback that came in from Washington State.
Yeah, it starts with an M.
Along with the coach that came in. OU is slated to be a heavy hitter in the SEC this year. But the thing is, NIL is playing a big part in college football. In the NIL collective, and what that is the outside entities, the boosters, the businesses, the amount of money that's collected, that's paid out to the student athletes, that's been collected by athletes. Texas is, I was listening to sports radio on my way in, and one of them was saying that Texas is trying to raise up to $50 million in this collective. $50 million. $50 million.
In I thought the NCAA's was giving $20 million. So they trying to raise $50
million in the collective. That's the collective. That's from the boosters and all of them together.
Well, you know, Texas has a very big
Yeah.
A lot of oil.
A lot of money.
A lot of money. A lot of bread go through there.
So
why do you think their facilities is top notch?
So you got Ohio State raising 20 to 30 million. They were saying they need 13 more million that they need to raise. You got all these other colleges that OU not raising nowhere near that, but you got to be able to compete.
Yes.
With these other schools.
Yes.
So it's hard to get upset with a coach and you say they're not winning when they trying to compete against these other schools that has
unlimited funds.
4 times, 5 times, 10 times the amount of money that's been raised. Texas right now has 20. They're the number one NIL at 22 million.
Yes. I think they gave all of their offensive linemen $50,000 a piece. Hey, bro, just imagine what you could do with $50,000 tax free, and you don't really have no you really don't have no bills but your cell phone.
OU is at 14 million collective.
Okay.
OSU is at 5 million. But you're supposed to be able to compete
with the big dogs.
Yeah.
because I'm pretty sure Florida is raising a pretty good size amount of money. I'm pretty sure Alabama's is getting them a pretty good amount of money.
This is what a collective funding. Ohio State is at 20 million. LSU is at 20 million. Georgia's at 18 million. Texas A&M at 17 million. Michigan 16. Alabama 15. Florida 15.
I told you.
Clemson 15.
Yeah.
But you're supposed to be able to compete.
Bro, they should, to me, with the NIL, they need to go on and make, to me, it needs to be 3 different divisions. Because there's no way a Tulsa University or a Tulane or a Rice is going to be able to compete with the Alabamas, Texas, the Blue Bloods.
Yeah, there's no way.
It is no way possible when they're able to fund teams, and most of these guys now is going for the money. They're not going for the tradition or for whoever gonna pay me the most money is where I'm gonna go play football at.
Here you got Auburn at 11 million. This is Auburn at 11 million. And they talking about they got to raise at least 13 more million.
Yeah, because they trying to compete with everybody else that's around them.
Tennessee 11 million.
Yeah, I guarantee SEC is probably paying the most money for this collective.
Houston at 2 million.
See, how they gonna compete? That might get you a quarterback. That might get you a quarterback.
That ain't even get you a quarterback.
A receiver?
But that's 2 million collect, and so you gotta pay star players. You only got 2 million that you able to spend.
You ain't gonna get it done, bro. You're gonna have to get a quarterback 30,000, get a receiver 30,000. And he can go somewhere else and might get 2 million.
So you better have some coaches.
Yeah. Who
can coach up some players.
Yes. Because if you don't, it's gonna be hard. I'm telling you, bro, it need to be 3 divisions in college football.
And right now they're talking about in the SEC, Clemson and North Carolina coming over to the SEC.
I think it should be Clemson and Florida State, but I don't know how Bill Belichick is.
But they're not getting North Carolina for football.
Oh, they're getting it for
basketball.
Okay, but then but how they gonna take them out of the ACC and their biggest rival is Duke, which is right up the road on Tobacco Road.
And they ain't worried about that.
They gonna still go play that game.
That game's basketball. That game will still be played. You gotta understand. You still. Belgium is no longer in football.
But they play basketball.
But Belgium's still going on in basketball.
Yeah. Well, they said till 2028. Then they're going
to... They ain't gonna stop it. Because basketball is...
I'm talking about football. I heard the next...
Gundy must gonna be gone.
You don't think Gundy won the more
unless someone wants to change some hearts. Unless Gundy wants to change his heart.
Because you think he won no more.
Because right now he's adamant. He was adamant that he ain't the point he don't want no more to smoke. He was pissed off. So unless some shifts.
Well, I think because it took away one of O State's biggest gate drawings. Because I'm pretty sure the OU OSU game, if it's in Stillwater, it sells out.
Yeah, it do.
So I'm pretty sure that was probably their biggest gate of the year.
Because, well, the thing is, people is always saying, well, why that game couldn't continue, but other in-state rivalry games, even though it was in different conferences, still continue. And one of the biggest reasons they claim was because Gundy didn't want it.
Gundy was tired of getting his butt whooped.
But it ain't like he was losing the whole. Gundy won quite a bit of those games.
True, but Oklahoma State is kind of is like your little special kid. You know, they have their ups and downs, but it don't seem like now since the NIL, they're not getting the talent like they used to get.
But the thing, but think about that though. How can you? It's hard to compete. Like you said, it's gonna be difficult with the 12-team playoff. Majority of the teams in the 12-team playoff will be SEC
And Big
and
Ten.
Big Ten.
Yes. Because they paying the most money.
And they got the players.
Yeah. But I kind of figured the SEC was coming up with some money because all them down south schools are football traditionalists, and they believe in having a team, especially to fill them stadiums, bro. I went to Arkansas. I went to OU, and then I went to Arkansas. OU has nothing on Arkansas size of stadium. Arkansas Stadium is way bigger than OU Stadium. And I said, so this is the difference between Big 12 and SEC. Because I'm pretty sure all of the stadiums in the SEC, because I heard the Swamp is huge. I heard Georgia's huge. I heard Tuscaloosa's huge. I heard LSU is huge.
But the thing is, but what it's boiled down to though, right now with NIL, it doesn't matter how huge you are.
It's
who can pony up the money.
Yeah. And how many of them players, how many of the top 200 can you recruit?
And look at the recruit from the main quarterback from Tennessee that wanted Tennessee to pony up more money.
Yeah, or unless he wanted to change.
And so you understand why Tennessee was not willing to pony up more money. It's because they ain't got it.
Hey.
They don't have the money to spare to pony up. They're not even in the top 10.
Bro, it's going
in that NIL money.
It's going to be very difficult for a mid-major. They're going to have an outstanding team, but when they get to the playoff, the 12 if they make it to the 12-team playoffs, for one, they're going to be a lower seed. Two, if they win the first round, then you're going to have to play a top 4 team. And they ain't gonna have the horses up front because you're gonna have to face somebody that got 4-5 pro prospect D1 talent, and they're gonna be able to rotate them in and rotate out. When you going against some big boys, it's a difference, bro. When you getting hit by a 330-pound dude that run a 4'8", 4'6", 4'7".
Hey man, I see why Notre Dame is not willing to change their schedule, because when I look at this list, you didn't hear me mention Notre Dame as far as NIL money.
No.
So Notre Dame is playing against teams
that's loaded. Not loaded.
That's spending about the same amount of NIL dollars that they're spending.
So they can
compete.
And then they playing pretty much every armed service branch. They play Air Force, Navy, and Army.
And so when they get to the playoffs,
Dane is beat up.
And then they only playing maybe 1, maybe 2 teams.
That was top 10.
And they can't compete. And they doing their thing. But then when they get down to the nitty-gritty, whoever got that big NIL money, go ahead and push them out the way.
Yeah.
And that if you look at it, that's basically what happens.
Yes.
Notre Dame, they playing against those teams that they basically are even with as far as NIL dollars.
But
they
got better talent.
Got better talent or even talent. Then they get to the first round. That team probably got about the same amount of NIL dollars. Then if they get past them,
then they take the top 4 team.
That team, they NIL dollars is
high.
more,
Yeah.
and they start getting pushed around. They might win, they might not, but if they get any further than that, a lot of times that's when you really see the talent level is totally different.
Yes.
Because it's crazy.
Well, I mean, let's look at the SEC and the Big 12. When OU's biggest game in Big 12 was the OU Texas game, and they said they got $500 million to play that game. Where Alabama is getting for a regular season game was getting $4 billion. So OU and Texas went, wait a minute, bro. Why we can't get that amount of bread? They're like, y'all don't play the competition that Alabama plays.
Yeah, but think about that.
$4 billion, bro, for a regular season? $4 billion.
But
that's 9 zeros.
Texas is gonna make more than that
on
Ohio State and Texas.
Yes. So what they getting? 10? 15? With 9 zeros behind it?
So, but let's talk about OU schedule real quick.
Okay.
OU schedule this week. Week 1 on August 30th, got Illinois State. That should be a win.
Should be a blowout. It better be. We better put up 50.
Michigan, OU. I think OU is gonna have to pull out one of these games that they shouldn't win.
Well, hopefully we get. I hope that's gonna be one of them games. I hope that's the primetime game on ABC at the 7 o'clock, because that's gonna be.
Well, that's a 6:30 game.
Well, that's same thing.
I think OU should be Michigan.
Yes, but it's not gonna be easy.
No, Michigan's not that same Michigan team. They got a number 1 recruit quarterback.
Yeah,
the number 1 quarterback coming in.
Their offensive line is legit.
Yeah, they got a running game.
They got a running game.
Defense supposed to be better.
Yeah,
but I think OU, if their defense
shows up like they supposed to,
I think OU can beat Michigan.
Okay, but I think it's gonna be close. I don't think it's gonna be no blowout.
I think Mateer, because he knows the offense,
gonna be able to make plays.
I think they're gonna be able to make plays. The running game, the incoming running back from Cali,
it's supposed to be good.
It's supposed to be good. The offensive line is a lot better than last year. OU should be legit. Okay. And so I think OU can beat Michigan. That's 2 wins right there. It should beat Temple. That's 3.
Yeah.
I believe they can beat Auburn.
Yes. It ain't gonna be easy.
That's 4. OU should be 5-0 going into the Texas game.
So that game will definitely be the 3:30 or the 7 o'clock game. If OU's undefeated,
it's the 2:30 game on October 11th.
Okay, they already got the time slated.
It'll be in OU should be 5-0 going into Texas. I think that's
when the rubber need to hit the road.
Yeah, they have to have a good. Not saying they're gonna beat Texas,
but they got to show up.
But they got to show up.
Yeah,
their defense has to show up.
Yes.
Not being a homer, I will say after that game, OU will be 5-1.
Okay.
If I'm just looking at it from
right now,
and just being an analyst and not being a homer, OU will be 5-1 after the Texas game.
Okay, so that means we should be ranked.
Yeah,
we should be ranked, and I'm pretty sure Texas is going to be ranked high too.
Yes.
So that shouldn't hurt us too much in the rankings.
Yeah.
Because it's still a lot of SEC ball to be played.
Next game, South Carolina. South Carolina blew us out last year. But I think OU is a lot better.
And don't South Carolina come here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
we go to South Carolina.
We go to South
We
Carolina.
go to South Carolina.
Oh, okay.
That's a toss-up.
Yeah.
That's a toss-up.
But this is what we want. This is what we came for the SEC for. Because you're not going to be giving... There is no, like, games where you can be like, oh, you can automatically check that up.
Yeah, that's a toss-up.
Yeah, you can't...
So 5-1, toss-up with South Carolina.
Okay.
Ole Miss is after South Carolina. I think we can beat Ole Miss.
Okay.
So let's say 6-1.
Okay.
Because it's a toss-up with South Carolina. Tennessee, they got a new quarterback. I think we can beat Tennessee because I think they revamping. I think they're not as strong as they were last year. I think OU got to go to Tennessee. It's going to be difficult to play in Knoxville.
Yeah, because it's hilly.
But I think they can get Tennessee.
Okay.
So that's 7-1. Alabama gonna want revenge.
Yeah, from that butt whooping they took last year.
Yeah. 7-2.
Okay.
7-2.
But that's still at the top of the SEC. If we 7-2 at week 9,
we can beat Missouri.
Oh yeah,
that's 8-2. We can either be. Then we got LSU, so we can either be 9-3 or 10-2.
Okay, so that should put us in the top 12, and we should be going to the playoffs. We might be not going to the SEC championship, but I think we'll go in as a what they call it, at large bid.
Yeah, I say OU can finish 9-3 or 10-2.
Okay, so that should put us in the playoffs.
Anything less than 8 wins to me for OU is a failure.
Okay. But we got to go on the road and we got to go to some real tough environments. We got to go to South Carolina, to Tennessee. I mean, them places is going to be packed.
But OU supposed to have got stronger and all these other teams supposed to have got weaker.
Well, we'll find out.
So if that's the case,
then we should show up and we should look like the Sooners of old, putting up numbers, beating people down.
And we can go too deep on the defensive line. And we Slade is supposed to be the number one defensive line in the SEC.
Well, they better show up and show out. That means we shouldn't have to blitz. We should be able to get to the quarterback with the front four. That's what that tells me. If we the number one, then we should be able to go put down four and be like, hey, go hunting. Go hunt. Let's go eat. Quarterback yours. Ribs.
Yeah.
Back, thighs. We want it all.
Anything less than 8 wins is a failure to me.
Yeah.
And it'd be a failure if we don't go AFC, NFC before we got to 7:30. Anything less than AFC, NFC was gonna be a failure. So we're gonna take a quick break, and when we come back, we're doing AFC, NFC West. Right after this on $2 Sports Talk Show.
The Juice Radio Show and KBOB 89.9 would like to say thank you to all of our listeners and sponsors who donate to help keep our media program alive. Reaching the community, the Juice Radio Network continues to expand as influencers in the community of North Tulsa and beyond, but can't do that without your help. That's why it's important that we as a community continue to support the Juice Radio Show and keep 89.9 on the air. The community not only deserves this service, but needs this service. Let's continue to support the mission and giving a voice to the voiceless and donate to the Juice Radio Radio Show. The Juice Radio Show is a nonprofit 501c3 powered by KBOB 89.9 and Eden Media Services, operating solely off the gifts, donations, and contributions made by listeners like yourself. All donations made to the Juice Radio Show are tax deductible and can be sent to 1216 North Lansing Avenue, Suite D, Tulsa, Oklahoma 74106.
It's Tulsa, I see you here in Tulsa. I'm in Tulsa chilling.
We appreciate your continued support and thanks for listening to KBOB 89.9 FM.
Hi, my name is Jeremiah Watts, the Community Development Director for Supporters of Families with Sickle Cell Disease.
And my name is Lindsay Corbett, Community Health Worker Director of Supporters of Families with Sickle Cell Disease in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Like you, we are weary of this pandemic. Unfortunately, people of color are disproportionately affected by this virus. The COVID-19 vaccine has been shown effective, not in keeping us from getting the virus, but from hospitalizations and death.
So let me ask you, will you roll up your sleeve and get the vaccine? It's the best shot we've got at fighting this virus. Do it for your life, your family, and your community. To find out more information about the COVID-19 and how it's impacting Oklahomans like you and me, and to find out vaccination sites, go to vaxok.org. That is vax, V-A-X, OK.org.
Resume. Hit a slam dunk like man up. Enemy salty, he ran up. It's a foul move and one. We stay eat, man. Jesus out all my life. I'ma shine bright as a light. I don't need diamonds to shine. I just keep God on my mind, dog. Give him my all till I sign off. Watch me clean like pine saw. Hey. I call God, yeah. Jesus, he the reason I be rapping, singing in the hood and trenches. I don't need a mention. This some time in prison. I got rescued, not arrested. Now I'm living. I be Holy Spirit sipping Bible totes, and I was chosen for this moment. Devil choking home, and you don't believe me. Take a look. A few years ago, I paroled. I was in the basement, just a bed and clothes. Prayer work, I'ma let you know. Now I'm saving souls all around the globe. Preaching Jesus' name is the only hope. Yeah, yeah. He's the only hope. He's the only hope. He's the only one that can save our soul, yeah. Devil get mad cause his tactics whack. I be stomping on the devil like bag to bag, yeah. Bag to bag, like bag to bag, yeah. Bag to bag, like bag to bag.
I was got that people to assist. Consumers curved with the dish. MJ follow two fish. Isolation, big risk. Yeah. All we do is win. Resist the devil's sin. Back to fin. Forget the glamour and glitz. He pulled me out of the pit. I'm on firm lid. Living what I sip. With a rock crossover, Jahira, Jova. Easy to go. Supernova. Walls falling down. Bulldozer on the road. Range Rover. Yeah. GC saved my life. Garments are sparkling white. We are the bride of Christ. Rebuke Illuminati. We illuminating. Woke the bear, been hibernating. Mask off, quit perpetrating. God's the truth, don't believe in faking now.
Welcome back to the $2 Sports Talk Show here on KBOB 89.9 FM. All right, y'all, come back to Spreading Hope Back to School Bash on August 16, 2025. Time 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Registration starts at 9:30 a.m. Location is Biz Rogers Park, Langston University. That's 914 North Greenwood Avenue, Tulsa, Oklahoma, 74106. You must be registered to receive a free backpack. There's going to be over 40 plus vendors at this event just for you. There are 3 classes that's going to be going on at 11:30 a.m. There's a youth resource and empowerment class where you're going to have many individuals there that's talking about what's going on with the youth, what they have, all the after school events, all the after school activities that's going to be going on for your youth if you want to get your youth registered for any after-school activities. At 1 p.m., Oklahoma Parent Center is going to be in attendance. Anything that you need to know about IEPs and 504s, Oklahoma Parent Center will be there to let you know that information. At 1:30 p.m., disability law. Anything you need to know about your disability rights for your student, disability law will be there to let you know. Ramal Brown, he will be there. The Hometown Heat, he will be there. He will be hosting the event. He will be giving you all the music and hosting everything on this day. You don't want to miss it. We got a big kid zone. There's going to be Bluey in the kid zone. We're going to have face painting. We're going to have therapy dolls, Spider-Man, Paw Patrol. If you don't want to miss this event, I'm telling you, free food is going down. It's going to be live. Every year, we blocking off the street. I'm telling you, this event is one of the biggest back-to-school bashes in North Tulsa. It's going to be August 16th from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Registration starts at 9:30 a.m. Security is going to be in effect, and you must be registered to get a free backpack. Registration ends at 12 o'clock. Registration ends at 12 o'clock. It's going to be at Biz Roberts Park in Langston University, 914 North Greenwood Avenue. And some of our sponsors is Vertex, Westview Clinic, Pfizer, Pepsi, OSU Tulsa, Oklahoma Parent Center, Morton, Oklahoma Complete Health, Habitation for Humanity Church, First Oklahoma Bank, First Oklahoma Bank, 100 Black Men in Tulsa, The Juice Radio Show, Supporters of Family with Sickle Cell Disease, Langston University, Edgerick Youth and Family Fund Center, Arvis Bank, American Bank, The B, Blue Cross and Blue Shields, CVS Specialties, CVS, Live Well, Shift, River Spirit, Tulsa Public Schools. You don't want to miss this event. Come on out, August 16th, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. here at Biz Roberts Park, Langston University, 914 North Greenwood. All right, man. Let's talk some football.
Bet.
Let's start with the AFC West. AFC West, you got the Kansas City Chiefs, Denver Broncos, the Los Angeles Chargers, and the Las Vegas Raiders. Everybody knows the champs of this division, 5-6 years running, has been the Kansas City Chiefs. They have been the darlings of this division. Patrick Mahomes, even in a down year, they still took this division. They lost one game last year, and they ran away with this division. And they had a down year. Offense wasn't very good. Offensive line was banged up. They couldn't pass the ball down the field. They was dinking and dunking the whole game. Running game wasn't real good, but they still won this division. Defense carried them last year. And this year, that offense is going to be a lot better. They signed offensive players. They drafted offensive line. They signed offensive linemen. The receivers is going to be better. The running game going to be better. Patrick Mahomes has said, we got to get the ball down the field. It's going to be a whole different ball game with the Kansas City Chiefs this year. And so we've always said last year, if you was going to get the Chiefs, last year was the time you should have got them. And they didn't get them. Yeah, people say, well, the other teams in this division got better too. You got the Las Vegas Raiders. They got a brand new coach in Pete Carroll. But it's basically the Las Vegas Raiders ain't nothing but the Seattle Seahawks out west. That's basically what the Las Vegas Raiders are. They just the silver and black Seattle Seahawks. That's basically what they are. Then you got the Los Angeles Chargers. Well, they still got Justin Herbert. What did he do? He ain't did nothing. Except give games away. Have big leads, they lose big leads. He can't sustain big leads. Yeah, they got Harbaugh as the head coach. Yeah, Harbaugh does good stuff. He's always had winning teams, especially year 2, year 3. His teams has come along. Yes, they have a running game. They have a heck of a running game. And Najee Harris, and then they also drafted a running back, a big running back. So we know that Harbaugh is going to emphasize power and running game and brute force. We know that, which is should help out Herbert. And hopefully it's going to cut down some of Herbert's stuff. But the Denver Broncos with Bo Nix, they just signed the receiver to an extension with the Denver Broncos. The Broncos was a heck of a team last year. The defense was real good last year, and Cortland Sutton. They signed him to extension. Another year in Sean Payton's offense. I think the Denver Broncos going to be more experienced. It's going to be very interesting. This division for the Kansas City Chiefs, I believe, is not going to be as easy to win this year as it has been in the past. This might be a year the Kansas City Chiefs just might not win this division. Might not. I still think the Kansas City Chiefs going to win this division. Unless something happened to Patrick Mahomes, I believe the Kansas City Chiefs still going to win this division. What say y'all?
I'm under this impression. I'm like Ric Flair. To be the man, you got to beat the man. So I see the 2 teams that have made a lot of changes in their roster and tried to add stuff to beat the team that has dominated their division. I've seen is the Chargers and the Broncos. They're going to be able to compete, but I don't know if they're able to beat them twice. So to me, it's pretty easy. Number 4 is the Raiders, because to me, I don't think the Raiders got enough offense to compete with any other team in their division. I'm gonna say the Chargers, because I think Justin Herbert is gonna make enough mistakes. It's gonna cost him some ball games. Denver is gonna be number 2. I like Bo Nix. I like how they look. I like that he's throwing the ball over the place, but he's an experienced quarterback from college. He had over, I think, 70 starts in NCAAs, so that didn't help him. And then I got number 1 at Kansas City. Until somebody beat them convincingly for a whole season, I still got to go with Kansas City. They still got Patrick Mahomes. They still got Andy Reid. And they got Travis Kelce. Worthy's coming back. He should be more in the offense. And Rice is coming back. So I think they're going to be a whole different animal with more speed. And until somebody beat Kansas City, bro, I'm going with KC, the Chiefs Nation.
Well, I think I agree I think the Chiefs is going to win, but I like the addition of Greenlaw with the Denver Broncos on the defensive side.
Yeah.
I think Greenlaw was the spark of that defense on the 49ers.
Okay.
And now he's with the Denver Broncos. To a defense that was already pretty good.
So you think this might elevate?
Yeah, I think it might elevate the defense. But I agree with you. I like the experience of Bo Nix.
Yes.
And the way Bo Nix took charge of that defense, of that offense last year, and he got better
as year
went along in Sean Payton's offense. And so I think Sean Payton also respects Bo Nix more than he respected Russell Wilson. And you've seen it. And so I think Bo Nix reminds Sean Payton a lot of Drew Brees. And so them signing Cortland Sutton to the extension, so he has his number one receiver.
Well, you gotta have somebody to throw to.
And then they also run the ball.
Yes.
So I think the Denver Broncos are set up perfectly to try and overthrow the Kansas City Chiefs. I think they're set up perfectly to try to overthrow the Kansas City Chiefs. And I think they have, if anybody have a good of shot to overthrow the Kansas City Chiefs, it's the Denver Broncos. But the Chargers, with that running game, and what they're going to try to do is keep Mahomes off the field. I think not having Bosa on the Chargers defense
is going to hurt.
It's going to hurt. I just don't think the Chargers have enough.
Me neither. That's why I got them third.
Now, the Raiders scares me a little.
To me, they don't have no outside threat. They got a tight end and a running back.
But the defense with Crosby on the outside.
Yeah, they're going to be able to make some noise, but I just don't think they're going to be able to.
I don't trust Geno. I'm not a Geno fan.
Nah, he's a decent quarterback, but he's not elite in no form or fashion.
Yeah. And that's why I say, to me, it's just Seattle West.
Yes.
Even though Seattle's already is West anyhow.
Yes.
But to me, it's just Seattle and Nevada. That's all it is. The running back is nothing but a rookie beast mode, and that's what they're banking on.
But they ain't got nobody to throw the ball to, besides the tight end.
Yeah, that's
and to beat Kansas City, the Eagles showed us the recipe. You got to be able to put up 30 points and lead them to around 20. But you got to be able to score 30. I don't think the Las Vegas Raiders is going to be able to put up 30 points on Kansas City. You got to put up 30.
But what the Raiders are banking on is that defense shutting them down, and then they controlling the clock. That's what they're counting on. They're not banking on trying to score 30. They're banking on them shutting them down and then controlling the clock.
So you're saying that we're saying that their defense is going to try to hold everybody to 10 points. That is
15 at the most, and then controlling the clock with Genty.
Okay. That's a combination to win, but in the AFC, you're facing too many well-polished quarterbacks for that to really work. I don't think you're not gonna be able to hold everybody to 2 touchdowns. Because you got CJ Stroud, you got Patrick Mahomes, you got Josh Allen, you got Lamar Jackson, you got Joe Burrow. Those guys are not going to let them score 2 touchdowns.
No, I'm just saying what they counting on. They counting on their defense shutting people down, and Mostert and Genty
carrying the
rock and controlling the clock. That's what they're counting on.
Okay, but it's only 2 teams in the NFL history that had a defense that only allowed 10 points or less. You know who's two teams that was? The 85 Chicago Bears and the 2001 Baltimore Ravens. So that's you talking about elite dominating defense. I don't think the Raiders have that.
I'm not saying they do.
I'm saying I think
because the only receiver I see that the Raiders have is Brock Bowers,
the tight end.
and they count on Jacoby Myers.
Who? 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 Who?
That's it.
Jacoby who? Myers? Where was he in New England?
That's it. That's all I see.
That's what I'm saying, bro. You who? Bro, they're not gonna get it done. That offense right there. What Baby Powder say? Like you say now nutter, like nobody else say now nutter powder, now nutter. They ain't got now nutter receiver. Never.
That's all I see, man.
Never.
So like I said, that's what I see from them. So I agree with you. I got Kansas City 1, Denver 2, Chargers 3, Raiders 4. That's what I have.
Yeah, cause you just solidified my number 4, Jacoby Myers. Who is that? Who? They got one tight end, 2 running backs, and a quarterback that really don't scramble. That sounds like a recipe for disaster, bro. Cause what if you run up to a team that shuts your running game down?
Hey man.
Then what?
Hey man.
You up the river without a paddle.
Hey man, I'm only telling you what I see.
Okay, I understand.
We only can, like I said, we only can talk about what we see.
Yeah,
and that's all we see, dog. That's all we see. I got Kansas City 1. You got Kansas City 1.
Yeah,
Broncos, Chargers, Raiders.
Yes. Now 2 and 3 can be swapped.
It can switch.
Yeah, but to me, Herbert's rated a little bit too high for.
And right now, I'm not counting on Rice because they haven't set Rice suspension yet. We know Rice is going to be suspended.
Yeah, but I think it might be
4 games.
Yeah,
it might be between. I think it's going to be between 4 to 6.
Well, that'll give him enough time to get acclimated back in football shape and ready for the rest of the season.
And so you got Worthy, you got Hollywood Brown.
They drafted another receiver.
Yeah.
And then they supposed to fix the offensive line. They got a rookie.
They signed the rookie, and then they signed Harris, I believe.
And then they moved the right tackle to right guard, and then signed a right tackle.
Yeah.
So they were supposed to fix the offensive line.
Yeah. So
we shall see.
So now you got the NFC West.
Yeah.
You got the Los Angeles Rams, Seattle Seahawks, Arizona Cardinals,
49ers.
San Francisco 49ers. Los Angeles Rams, I think the addition of Devontae Adams is
clear-cut favorite.
It's going to be out of this world. I think that's him and Puka 1-2 match.
They defense.
I think it's going to be awesome. The defense is only reloaded. It's going to be nice. Seattle Seahawks. I don't trust Donald.
I don't either. I don't think he's going to be I don't think he's going to be near as productive as he was last year. Plus, let's be honest. Minnesota had way more talent on the offensive side of the ball than what Seattle got.
They got rid of Metcalf. They got rid of Lockett.
He got the cupboards are very bare.
It's slim pickings. The Cardinals. I think the Cardinals are going to be a sleeper in this division.
Yes.
49ers. Purdy got his money, but no Devo. You don't know what McCaffrey gonna be.
Ayuk is hurt.
Ayuk is still hurt. They still talking about whether they're gonna trade him, whether they're not gonna trade him. You still got Bosa over there, but the defense is still in flux. but I think by Robert Saleh on the defense, I think it's going to solidify that defense again.
Yeah.
By bringing back Saleh as defensive coordinator.
Very smart move.
I still don't really. I sort of like Arizona over San Francisco. I like the Rams one.
Yeah.
I like the Rams one. I just think with Stafford, with Devontae, with Puka, with that running game, with that defense that they have, and the motion, everything that the Rams last year supposed to have been rebuilding.
But they went to the playoffs.
And they're the only team that the Eagles didn't blow out.
True. But it was snowing.
And if it wasn't for some fluky stuff, the Rams probably could have beat the Eagles.
Yes.
And they were supposed to have been rebuilding last year.
Yes.
And they got better.
Yes.
The Rams is my dark horse to come out of the NFC.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, they my dark horse to come out the NFC. The Rams my dark horse to come out the NFC. So I got Rams 1, Cardinals 2, 49ers 3, Seahawks 4. I think Harrison is better this year. They got a nice running game. I think Murray is coming a year removed from the injury. So I think he's going to be a whole lot better this year. Their defense wasn't bad, and they always give teams in their own division trouble. And they were 8-9 last year. It's going to be interesting between Cardinals and the 49ers. But I got the Rams as a clear-cut number 1 in this division. I got the Seahawks as a clear-cut number 4 in this division.
I think I'm going to keep it. I got Rams as number 1. I'm going to say the Cardinals is going to be number 2. I think the reduction of Debo not being on the 49ers offense is going to hurt them tremendously. Because now they only got is McCaffrey and they got the tight end. Kittles. I don't see another outside threat. And unless you can threaten the ball going down the field, you're going to have problems with the Rams.
Well, they got what is it, Pearson coming. He's a year removed from the gunshot.
I don't think that's going to make a difference, bro. I don't see it. He's not a Debo. They have no one to replace Debo. Debo was pretty much 60% of their offense, especially without McCaffrey. So give me the 49ers number 3 and Seattle number 4 because the covers are very bare in Seattle. I think the Cardinals is going to be a team that's going to give some teams fits because Kyler doing all that running around and if they can actually get him to play on rhythm, he'll tear you up unless you can get some pressure on him. But the clear-cut favorite in this division is the Rams. The Rams is loaded, and they ready for war, and they ready to compete for the NFC Championship. Now I don't know about saying they're the dark horse. Unless they get a higher seed where they can play in SoFi. But if they have to go back east and go into that weather.
But the reason I say they the dark horse, man, they were rebuilding last year, and they were hurt towards the end of when they played Philly.
Yeah, they were.
They hold defenses. They were playing backups.
Yeah,
and they lost to Philly by single digits.
Yes, but it was snowing.
It don't matter. They lost to Philly by single digits with backups.
Okay.
They don't have backups. And those backups got experience.
Okay.
And they're better.
Okay.
So and Philly lost players. And then Philly also got a new offensive coordinator.
Well, they said every year Jalen has been in the league, he had a new offensive coordinator. He has never had the same offensive coordinator 2 years in a row.
Okay, I get that. But you're dealing with the Raiders that has the same people. And they added Devontae Adams to go on with Puka Nacua.
Yeah, that's going to make a difference.
So you tell me why I say they have a good possibility to overthrow.
Well, they're going to have to get.
And they are clear-cut number one
in the
NFC West.
Well, it depends on what they do against everybody else, because they have to, for them to, for if they do, they're probably going to win their division. But how far up are they going to be ranked? Because unless they're a number 1 or number 2 seed, where they have home field advantage, I think them going back east, playing anybody in the cold, is going to be downfall for the Rams. I'm just saying, they have to go to.
But the thing is, it's not like their defense and offense don't travel.
True.
That's the difference, though. They can play in the cold. Their defense and offense travel.
We'll see. To me, the best team.
And I don't care what nobody say. It's not no luck that bad man that used to be roaming around that middle ain't coming back.
We'll find out.
Because he's been working out. He been working out some fears. Ain't no luck that he might not say, I got the itch.
To come back for one more.
Come back for one more.
You talking about Aaron Donald?
You know. Go ahead. When you said his name, you got a grin on your face.
Well, I just saw it. I just saw his workout, and he was working out with a rookie, and they did like all these sets, and he was like, "Oh, this is pregame warm up." No, he said this is pre-warm up. This ain't the real workout. And he was like, "Huh?" Like 10 sets of 10 on the bench press, 4 sets of 4. I was like, "That's a full workout." He said, "No, this is pre-workout." I said, "Hey, bro," but I saw that beast of a running back. I saw him running with weights uphill, going full speed.
To my King Henry?
Yes. Hopping over stuff and then running up all uphill, bro. Up a steep hill, like up at Central. I was like, this is what he's doing in the off season? With weights, cutting back and forth, going uphill?
Hey, dude. I'm getting excited now.
I'm like, no wonder when people try to grab onto him and they get drugged for 5 and 7 yards, it's like him running uphill with weights. Oh, bro, let me take you on this ride.
It's just be interesting. It's just be interesting.
Because everybody's 0-0 right now.
Yeah.
Everybody's 0-0. But next month, the equipment come on.
Oh, no. First game this week.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. The real equipment come on.
Oh, the next one, because next month this week. Because Hall of Fame induction is Saturday. Hall of Fame game is Thursday.
Thursday, yes.
Even though nobody plays, it's still football.
And they got on uniform.
Yeah.
And pads.
All right, y'all. Scripture of the week. Then Jesus spoke to them again, saying, I am the light of the world. He who follows me shall not walk in darkness, but have the light of life. I read John 8, chapter 12th verse. All right, y'all. It's football season, and y'all know how we do. Next week, we're going to come with some honeydews. Next week, because y'all know what we do here on the $2 Sports Talk Show. You bark at us.
We bark back.
Whoa.